welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something a bit different. I've been snowed off from work, so I've literally just walked down from my house and I've brought my LRF gear to make a start on this year's species hunt. If anybody fancies doing it, Mullagallow sea angling. It's good fun. Gets you out of the house when it's like this, because I wouldn't usually be getting big rods out when it's absolutely freezing. That way. So I'm literally just using my little Savage gear, 3 to 14 gram, it's 8 foot 3, little 2000 size Cast King Brutus, 8 pound braid, little running ledger setup. I've just got a little, I think it's like, I don't know, 14 gram or something, 12 gram weight. Just put a little STR spring on just to act like a mini boom, so it kicks line away from weight when you're bobbing it down the river. On the business end, I've got a little, tiny little size 16 Amazon. I don't know if you'd better pick that up. Just really fishing for anything, to be honest with you. There's some big icebergs coming down river. I don't know if you can see there. And whether it'll show them up or not, but there's a bit of ice flow coming down here, so might be a bit challenging. Anyway, we'll give it a go. I've got a few bits of bait. I've got some blacks, a little bit of squid. Good thing with this type of angling, you don't need a lot of bait. And I've got some small, like, really small paddle tails, nice homes, stuff like that. Just hoping for out really, just to get started on species hunt. So, I'll bring you back if I get out. Yeah, so the way I usually do this is either fish just down the side of the pier, or down the side of whatever structure you're fishing down, I'll just flick it out, don't need to cast far, and then just let it sink to the bottom, and then just lift your rod a slight little bit, just so it bumps a bait off the bottom, or lower if you're using a small lure. Just give it a bit of a flick. I usually just leave it where I've cast it for 20 seconds, just in case there's any fish like where you've dropped it. Can be surprising some big fish that you can catch, well, decent sized fish fishing this method. I've never really tried it this time of year, but I've just had a bite there. Oh, quite good. See if I've got any bait left on. Felt like a little goby bite that, actually. You only need a little spot of bait. Don't need an awful lot. I'm just literally putting enough bait on just to cover the hook, and I've got like, I think it's just size 16 micro barb on it, just in case you get like a decent flatty or something like that. Chance of landing it. It's going up to high water in about an hour, I think. Usually the fish is pretty good just with standard light gear this river when it's about, on its way up 2 hours before high. Don't get big fish in this river, but you do get like coolies, whiting, codling, flounder. Had a couple of pollock last year, just like down the side of here, but nothing massive like. It's good fun with light tackle though. I'm hoping this iceberg moves a bit so I can actually cast where I want to cast. I just said about there. big iceberg coming down here. I might be wasting my time, it's a new rod for me this, I'll give it a shot. I'm over getting big rods out. It's definitely cold, I think it's about -3 today. So I look like the Michelin man. Definitely about there. Yeah, someone's had me bit. Let's try a little bit of squid or something on. Little sliver there. You'd be surprised like what size fish would take this. It's literally about 15 mil long by about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or something like that. I've fished up at St Abbs using this method quite a bit. Last time I went, I had a codling probably about 1.5 pounds on a bit of bait like that, on a size 16. Give me a bit of a shock. Well, it's definitely cold. I've had a few casts about weed and flotsam seems to be clearing off a bit of iceberg, so hopefully I might get some. I've never really done any LRF fishing this time of year here, but it can be alright some nights. I like my flatter rods and scratching type of rods. It's worth a go anyway. I'm sick of fishing for cod at the minute. With the heavy gear, so a bit of a change. Change is as good as a rest. And they never know, I might get a fish. Oh. Just put a little bit of black lug on this time. What size is your little fingernail? See if we can get a rockling or something like that, Mavis. Not had any crab action yet, so that's pretty good. I do usually fish in the dark here as well, so that might be a reason why, but water's really dirty, look. Well, one last cast. Definitely very quiet, but it was a bit of an experiment anyway. Just to get me out of the house. Try my new rod out. It's a nice little rod. Good to get some wrasse and stuff on it in summer. Yeah, it's not been very much of anything, to be honest. I haven't had a crab bite. I wonder if water temperature's just a little bit too cold. That's it. I think wind chill today is like -5 to -7 of it. And it said so. It gets me out of the house for an hour anyway. And it's not over till the fat lady sings. There's always a chance. There's a bit there. The hands are getting a bit cold now though. So definitely put my big jacket on. Not got far to go there, and I live about 150 yards up the footpath up there. So. Good ass. I just keep casting out and then try to do the lift and draw method. Just lift rod 2 or 3 inches and then reel the slack in, let it settle. Do it again. It's gonna be a bit of movement. So it's definitely a bit cool. Anyway, if I don't bring you back, I'm banked. Which won't be a first this winter. Anyway, tight line guys. See you on the next one.